It was well past midnight when a knock rattled the fogged-up window of my car. His hand shook. His voice came out rough. "I'll pay you $100 if you drive me to the hospital." I hadn't eaten in 2 days. Since the divorce, I'd been living in that car, surrounded by a mess of receipts, court notices, and the wreckage of my own life. Still, I unlocked the door. He climbed in, clutching a briefcase like it was his lifeline. His shirt clung to him, drenched in sweat. Halfway along the empty highway, he slumped forward, gasping. "Stop," he rasped. "My briefcase. Open it." I pulled over. The locks clicked on their own, a sound that felt too final. Inside lay a single folder. Legal documents, notarized and stamped. "Sign it," he wheezed. "You're now the heir to $138 million. I stared. His pulse fluttered beneath pale skin. His eyes locked on mine as if he had already vanished. Silence followed, broken only by my own breath in the dark. The police called it a heart attack. No identification, no records, no family. The briefcase was mine. 4 days, I didn't touch it. I was scared of what it meant. The name on the papers wasn't mine. It was his. An irrevocable inheritance transfer upon death. Why me? A man with nothing. A man whose wife had drained him dry in court, calling him a parasite in front of strangers. Her lawyer had grinned while she lied. Her lover had sat in the back, smirking. Now I held something that made no sense, something that could have been a mistake, or a trap, but I couldn't ignore it. The documents were real. The account existed. The bank manager looked at me as if I were hallucinating. "Everything checks out, sir. It's legally yours." I walked out of that office holding a check bigger than everything my wife had ever taken. But money didn't feel like freedom. It felt like a law. I began investigating him, the stranger. Dr. Elias Von, a reclusive financier. No wife, no kids, no illness records. Yet there were photos. One froze me. My wife, smiling beside him at a gala. The caption, "Private Equity Gala, Miami 2022, a year before our divorce." I read every article I could find. Her name kept appearing, tied to his foundation. She'd called herself a freelance marketing consultant back then. Lies. Every night, I drove through the city in silence, replaying every argument. Every night she came home late, smelling of someone else. The puzzle clicked into place. She knew him. She wanted his money. Somehow, I ended up with it. When I showed up at her new house, she looked surprised, just for a moment. Then that cold court smile returned. "I see you're still driving that old wreck," she sneered. I said nothing. I handed her the folder. Her hands froze at the sight of his signature. Her lips parted. "Where did you get this?" "You tell me," I said. Color drained from her face. Her eyes darted, calculating, unraveling. She wasn't shocked that he was dead. She was shocked I had his fortune. "You knew him," I said quietly. She remained silent. "I think he realized what you were doing to him. Maybe that's why he came to me." Her voice cracked. "You're lying." I stepped closer. "You always said I was worthless. Maybe he saw through you, the way I never did." She tried to snatch the papers, but I pulled them back. "This was supposed to be yours, wasn't it?" Tears formed on her cheeks, but they weren't real. They never were. I signed the documents deliberately, slowly, in front of her. The notary stamp was already there. All I needed was a pen. Her hands trembled. "You can't do this. You don't even know what it means." I smiled faintly. "I don't have to. I just know it's not yours." She stepped closer, voice shaking. "He promised me." I cut her off. So did I. Her silence was the kind that crushes, the kind that drowns you in the sound of your own failure. I folded the contract and walked away. Her voice echoed down the hallway, desperate and hollow. I didn't look back. Months have passed. The money sits untouched. Maybe I'll use it. Maybe I won't. I think of him sometimes, the stranger who chose me over her. Perhaps he recognized something familiar, a man destroyed by someone who loved only power. Every night, I park in the same lot, staring at the city lights. I could buy anything, but I don't. I already have what I wanted, silence, and her memory decaying inside the life she thought she'd won. I light a cigarette and watch the smoke drift across the windshield. She once said losing everything makes you nothing. She was wrong. Losing everything made me free. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe to Cheating Stories Insight World for more gripping stories.